And this is what they gave me. I'm like, what the? I didn't find a single vintage cocktail inside there. I found things like slippery nipples and multiple orgasms and things like that inside there, but I'm like, I want a proper vintage cocktail book. And then I was scouring online, and I found this book. Amazing book. Actually took recipes from 3,000 years ago, cooking recipes that could be adapted to certain types of cocktails, maybe a couple of Greek cocktails or Greek tiki cocktails. So this inspired me. Books like this would have inspired Don the Beach and Trader Vic to come out and create their styles of tiki cocktails with Greek influence. So some of the drinks you would have found maybe inside that book, would have been drinks like the Atlas cocktail. Atlas, the strongest titan out there. He held up the world until Hercules tried to tempt him and asked him to get some apples. If everyone knows their Greek mythology stories, I'm a Greek mythology fan. Everyone knows the Greek mythology? Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's nodding his head. He's like, no. Tempt him out. Hercules held the earth up for a little bit while a guy went and got some apples and came back and gave him the earth. But apples and Atlas has always been connected, and this is based on a cocktail, or from a cocktail called the Atlas cocktail in the 1930s book. But it's been tiki-fied. Put some apple juice inside there, some agave syrup. Mix it up and serve that to a discerning audience. It's quite a fruity drink. We could make that, but we won't. We'll make another one. Let's make the first drink? Prometheus Punch? Yeah. So let's make the Prometheus Punch. Now, Prometheus, again, was another god, another titan. That I liked him because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have fire. He took fire from the gods, gave to man, and we've been using it ever since. And we love fire in the tiki world because we set light to shit. That's what we like to do. Pyrotechnics, theater. It's about escapism. So the punch you're going to be trying now should be the Prometheus Punch, but I'm going to make one up for you. What should we make our Prometheus Punch in? Theater, tiki. Let's go with there you go. Perfect. Nice little serving bowl, Greek serving bowl inside there. And should we shake this up or blend this? Well, if this was Don the Beach would have probably flash blended this. So we'll flash blend this. Get that dilution. Hopefully the blender will work because it hasn't worked all morning. It's a bit like our staff at the back, some of the staff at the back, but you've been good. Thank you. So 20 mils, let's go Jamaican, always go Jamaican rum first. 45 mils of Jamaican rum. I'm not actually going to measure these cocktails because as my grandmother said to me, when you're making drinks, or you're making, which never said drinks, but it's food. When you're making creations, Ian, you don't measure, you feel it. Feel it. I can't say it in Greek. I can say it in Russian, batrusvoy. But yeah, because I was asking her how much measurement did you put in that chicken, that jerk chicken? How much measurement did you put in that jerk pork? And she was like, you don't measure, Ian. You feel it, man. You feel it. So I'm going to feel this one as opposed to measuring. So let's get about 45 of the Appleton Jamaica rum, a blend of 15 different styles of rum, pot still and column still from Jamaica. Going to use some Puerto Rican gold rum. No, it's not from Cuba. Used to be, but they're from Puerto Rico now. Bacardi, the gold, column stilled. One other thing I used to love about the tiki bartenders, especially Don the Beach, was the way they blended and used different rums, using a heavy Jamaican rum and a light Puerto Rican rum, just to get a new balance, a new style of drink. His famous quote was, why use one rum when you can use three? Hey, and why not? Let's use 3 rums. So as well as having the Puerto Rican Gold, we're also going to add some Demerara 151. Now, we couldn't find any Demerara 151 here in Greece. So what we've done, we've used a Demerara rum, the Eldorado 12-year-old. Youngest rum in the blend is 12 years old because it's from the English Caribbean. So no Solera, blending, youngest rum. Ooh, some nice sweet sherry notes inside there. How much are you using there? About 30. Let's go a little bit less. Let's make it a little bit extra because we're making a big drink. This is just for one person, by the way. Charge loads of money. 25 euros. Perfect. And because we don't have the 151, let's just lace it with a little bit of Ray Nephew inside there. Give it that little extra kick. I'll put a little extra in there with like extra. It reminds me of when I was 4 days old, when I had my first sip of rum. It's true, it's true. Right, so then we're going to add, let's have the lime juice inside there. Did they give me back my lime juice? Guys, did you give me back my lime juice? You probably stole it. No, they didn't give me back my lime juice. So I'm going to put basically what this is my Zeus mix. Now, if you've read up or you've seen up on some of the recipes of Don the Beach, you would have Don the Beach is number 2 or Don the Beach is number 3. And the reason why he coded some of his mixes is so the cheeky bartenders that work for him didn't know the entire ingredients of the cocktail. So I can't tell you what goes inside this because you would go and make this in your bar and steal my recipe. But it's a blend of lime juice, lemon juice, and ginger syrup. Oh, shit, I wasn't supposed to tell you that, wasn't I? Oh, right, oh, yeah. So, yeah, blend of citrus and ginger. That's my Zeus mix. Bit of that in there, add some citrus and a bit of sweetness. And then we're going to add some falernum. Now, there's different types of falernum. Velvet falernum from Barbados originally. They say that the name came from an old Caribbean cook cooking away with some spices and some rum inside there because she was making some old medicines. And the guy, an English guy, said, "What are you making over there?" And she's like, "Yeah, man, I make a nice little drink for everybody." And he was like, "Well, how do you make it?" "You have to learn them. You have to learn them. You have to learn how to make it," basically, she was saying. And that's where the word falernum came from, apparently. So anyway, it's a blend of rums and spices, a lot of cloves. That should be the essential part of any falernum. A couple dashes of that. Yeah, let's put a little bit more in there, 15 mils. A couple dashes of Angostura bitters, because the Trinis always have to get involved. A couple dashes of, now I get this pronunciation right. Sipuru? Tipuru. Tipuro. Tipuro. Yes, see, that's 2 words I know in Greek now. Tipuro. Is that still wrong? Okay, I'll get there, I'll get there. So 2 dashes of that. And that should lengthen the drink, just like an absinthe or an ouzo, well, more of an absinthe. And that's about it. Anything else? No, that's it. Ice. More rum? Oh, man, I was hoping you wouldn't say the grenadine, because the grenadine here is really bad. It's overly sweet. It's more like sugar. The grenadine back in the 1930s would have been more like a citrus, a nice fruity citrusness. So it would have been a little bit more tart than this. I tried a cocktail yesterday. It was a really good cocktail, but it called for grenadine. They put the grenadine in and they overkilled it, which was a shame. But still. Okay, I'll put the grenadine in there. It's your fault. I was trying to admit that. There we go. Is that enough? Perfect. Anything else? Yes, well done. Ice. I'm going to put a bit of crushed ice in there just to get that dilution. Blend it up. Right, this is the part that we hope works. If it doesn't work, you're praying, aren't you? You're praying, he's praying over there. Never work with kids, animals, or blenders. Worked. Flash blend, just to get that dilution. Let's have a taste of that. Oh my goodness. Ooh. I think it needs a little bit more sugar. Let's go for more sugar inside there. No, not the grenadine. Let's go for our Zeus mix. Perfect. Now let's see if we can be lucky twice. I wish we had one of those big expensive blenders. There we go. Pour that inside here. Again for 1 person. Let's top that with some more ice. Stick a straw inside there. We can garnish it up with loads of different types of fruit. We can garnish it up with, oh, thank you. You're going to wash it out for me. Garnish it up with fruit, garnish it with anything. I mean, you can even put a little ship on there or something like that. Yeah, that will work. Yeah, then it's a real sailor's man drink. Let's see if that'll stay up. Yes, it will. A real sailing drink. So that will be, okay, the ship's just sunk. It sunk. Anyway, so that'll be our Prometheus punch, our celebration to Prometheus, a nice, fiery, strong drink with a balance of sweetness and dryness. But again, it's got rum sitting inside the end, waiting to slap you in your face, like a good tiki drink should do. Get that enjoyment first, and then you get up and you fall down. Right. Next drink. Where were we? Oh, there we go. Tazatzi Tiki. Tazatzi Tiki, yes. We like this. I was having some, what was it, Slovaki? Slovaki. That's 3 words I know now in Greek. And they put some of this little sauce, little cream next to it. And it was Tzatziki. Tzatziki. Actually looks like tiki. If you take the 4 letters out the middle, it's tiki. See, it was destined to be part of a drink. So we said, let's create a drink like this. So this one is